Imagine you're on a plane, cruising smoothly at 30,000 feet. The in-flight entertainment is playing, and your biggest concern is whether to order the chicken or the pasta. Suddenly, the plane lurches violently. The captain's voice comes over the intercom, but it's tense and unclear. Oxygen masks drop from the ceiling. In that moment of chaos and uncertainty, our minds scramble for an explanation. We crave order in a world that often feels random and unpredictable. When something unexpected happens, especially something that threatens our sense of security, our natural instinct is to seek answers. We want to know why, and we want someone or something to blame. In the absence of clear and reliable information, our minds tend to fill the void with speculation and conjecture. This is where conspiracy theories take root. They offer a seductive narrative, a way to make sense of the chaos and regain a sense of control. But at what cost? The human brain is wired to recognize patterns and make connections. This ability has been crucial for our survival, allowing us to anticipate dangers and adapt to changing environments. However, this same ability can also lead us astray, prompting us to see patterns where none exist and to draw connections between unrelated events. Conspiracy theories thrive in this grey area between perception and reality. They exploit our fear of the unknown and our need for control by offering simple, easy-to-understand explanations for complex and often frightening events. The more complex and unsettling the event, the more appealing a conspiracy theory may seem. When we feel powerless, conspiracy theories can offer a sense of agency. They tell us that we are not merely passive observers, but rather victims of a hidden hand, a powerful force working against our best interests. This can be both empowering and terrifying. Conspiracy theories are often compelling because they provide a sense of order and structure to a chaotic world. They offer a narrative, a story that connects the dots and provides an explanation for events that might otherwise seem random or senseless. This narrative can be incredibly appealing, especially in times of uncertainty or crisis. Furthermore, conspiracy theories often shift responsibility away from individuals and onto a nebulous other. This can be comforting as it absolves us of personal responsibility and allows us to see ourselves as victims rather than perpetrators. This can be particularly appealing for individuals who feel powerless or marginalized. Finally, conspiracy theories often provide a sense of belonging and purpose. By subscribing to a particular theory, individuals can become part of a community of like-minded individuals who share their beliefs and values. This can be a powerful motivator, especially for those who feel isolated or disconnected. The danger of conspiracy theories lies not only in their potential to mislead individuals, but also in their corrosive effect on society as a whole. When trust in established institutions and sources of information erodes, it creates a fertile ground for division, polarization, and even violence. Conspiracy theories often rely on the demonization of the other, a shadowy group or cabal that is portrayed as being responsible for the world's ills. This can lead to increased prejudice, discrimination, and even violence against the groups targeted by these theories. Moreover, conspiracy theories can undermine public health efforts, discourage civic engagement, and erode trust in democratic institutions. When people lose faith in the systems that are designed to protect them, they are more likely to take matters into their own hands, which can have dangerous consequences. Section 5. The foundation of trust. Our understanding of the world is built upon a foundation of trust. From a young age, we learn to trust our parents, caregivers, and educators to provide us with accurate information about the world around us. This trust forms the basis for our education, our social interactions, and our understanding of how the world works. As we grow older, our circle of trust expands to include friends, peers, and eventually institutions like the media, government, and the scientific community. We rely on these institutions to provide us with accurate and unbiased information so that we can make informed decisions about our lives. Trust is not blind faith. It is built upon a foundation of shared values, transparency, and accountability. When institutions betray this trust, it can have a devastating impact on our ability to function as a society. Section 6. The erosion of institutions. In recent years, there has been a growing erosion of trust in institutions across the globe. This trend has been fueled by a number of factors, including political polarization, economic inequality, and the rise of social media. The internet has played a double-edged role in this regard. While it has democratized access to information, it has also made it easier than ever to spread misinformation and propaganda. Social media platforms in particular have been criticized for their role in amplifying conspiracy theories and other forms of harmful content. When people lose trust in institutions, they become more susceptible to conspiracy theories and other forms of misinformation. This is because conspiracy theories often provide simple, easy-to-understand explanations for complex events, which can be appealing in a world that feels increasingly chaotic and uncertain. Section 7. Opinion versus fact, a crucial distinction. In the age of information overload, it is more important than ever to be able to distinguish between opinion and fact. An opinion is a personal belief or judgment that is not necessarily based on evidence. A fact, on the other hand, is a statement that can be verified or proven to be true. For example, it is a fact that the Earth is round. This statement is supported by a vast body of scientific evidence, including observations from space, the behavior of objects in motion, and the fact that we have circumnavigated the globe. On the other hand, it is an opinion whether chocolate or vanilla ice cream is better. This is a matter of personal preference, and there is no right or wrong answer. Conspiracy theories often blur the lines between fact and opinion. They present speculation and conjecture as fact, and they often rely on emotional appeals rather than evidence-based reasoning. Section 8. Reclaiming truth in the age of disinformation. In an age where misinformation can spread like wildfire, it is essential to cultivate critical thinking skills and to be discerning consumers of information. This means questioning everything, evaluating sources, considering multiple perspectives, and being willing to change our minds when presented with new evidence. Education is key. We need to equip future generations with the tools they need to navigate the complex information landscape and to identify and reject misinformation. This includes teaching critical thinking skills, media literacy, and the scientific method. We also need to rebuild trust in institutions. This requires transparency, accountability, and a commitment to serving the public good. When institutions are seen as being trustworthy and credible, people are more likely to reject conspiracy theories and other forms of misinformation. The fight against misinformation is not just about debunking false claims. It's about reclaiming the value of truth, evidence, and reason. It's about fostering a healthy skepticism without succumbing to cynicism. It's about empowering ourselves and future generations to be critical thinkers and responsible citizens in an increasingly complex world.